the NFL on EA Sports. Our spotlight is on Michael Pittman. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Packers and the Vikings, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make them
environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The kicker, Harrison Butker, get this one started, and off we go from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Bringing them out in his 8th year out of Florida State, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. On 3rd down, Winston. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. So now it's the Packers' turn to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out in his 2nd season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills.
And they are rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
They all came together there in breaking route. Drove it with excellent money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down and what'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mills got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he's going to have the Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Packers at 5 and 10 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mills. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Mills now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's going to have the Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. George Pickens with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, But the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Winston from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Mills throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mills. Pickens on the slam. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Mills. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Winston now. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Winston. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Winston. And that will be incomplete. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Newsome now on the return. And he works free. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mills. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mills on 1st down. That pass complete to Moore. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mills. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Down to the 25. On 2nd and 9. Mills. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. On the option to give to Swift here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll run here with Ingram. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 3rd and goal, Mills. Touchdown, Packers! Michael Pittman from 4 yards out. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. What a great drive that was. A long, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The first down throw for Winston. Into the hands of Patrick, left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. To throw is Winston. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Winston, and that is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far, and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's a busy Week 17 of the regular season, so let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
This is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. From the gun, here's Mills. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. He's got the connection to Moore. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. This is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. throwing middle, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mills now. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
1st down, Mills. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Throwing, Mills. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mills. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A 2nd down throw for Mills. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mills to throw it. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 22, Winston. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Screen play set up for Williams. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now Winston. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coming left, it's Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Working out of the gun, Mills. That pass complete to Moore. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 30. 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Mills on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mills. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. That's complete right side to Asiasi. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Mills. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on the roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mills. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. Dances by at the 20. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mills. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? To throw, Mills. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Swift. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And out now come the Vikings. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First down, Winston. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hit half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Nifty move. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 36, Mills. His throw incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Mills. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. They could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. He's got this to Pickens. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mills now. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Looking to throw. Mills. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They give to Ingram up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, here comes Swift. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 10, a minute 40 remaining. Here's Winston. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Able to get this to Patrick. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Winston to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Able to find Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Winston. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. Winston. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Packers, they get a 6th win of the season to go with their 10 losses.